Hello everybody, it's the 11th of May today, and I'm going to make this a timey-wimey video following the progress of this Cascade. I was going to say pyracantha, but it's not a pyracantha. Cotoneaster, that's what it is. Let's move in a bit closer. If you check back in the playlist, which is linked in the end screen and in the description, you'll know that I had a major mishap with this particular tree, and I had a fantastic Cascade that it took me quite a long time to develop, and I snapped it off at this point, trying to put a bit more movement into it. And so now this playlist is going to be following the development of the new this whole huge new cascading leader. So the tree's just beginning to flower. It's also covered in apple blossom, bits of apple blossom that's falling down from the tree above. I don't want to lose the flowers, but what I do want to do is just snip these pieces that are just growing out, and just sort of arrest their development, as it were, so that the tree can then focus all its growth on the cascading part. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to nip out wayward shoots, try not to lose the flowers, because although the tree is going to expend some energy creating the flowers, I want to enjoy them. So there we go. We'll come back and check on this tree through the year. So my Cotoneaster Cascade is still stubbornly trying to put out lots of new growth at the top. This bottom shoot wasn't growing out very well, and it kept curling under the pot, so I put yet another dog toy just there, just to cause it to stay out over the pot. And actually, well, it could be my imagination or wishful thinking, I don't know, but it does seem to be growing better now. The tip of it isn't touching the soil, which it was for whatever reason. I'm still going to keep nipping back these buds and shoots at the top to encourage it to put its effort into growing out a new cascading shoot. But I'm still going to leave the flowers because I love them very much, and I'm going to enjoy them. I know this species, or in fact this particular tree, can grow a cascading shoot because it's done it before it snapped off, and I'll show you something that is when I say something, I'll show you a tree that is a clone of this, in fact a cutting taken directly from it, which eminently proves that it can grow a downward facing shoot. So this is actually a cutting from that tree, and it's it doesn't look as green glossy or as healthy. I must admit, I must do something about that. Perhaps it needs a feed. This had a top up with some slow release fertilizer earlier in the season. I don't think I've done this one, but this one, as you can see, has grown quite a nice downward facing shoot. The major problem being my arms aren't long enough to go all the way up to show you the entire length as it dangles down. I'm going to have to sacrifice the end of this, but I have been allowing it to what's the word, to fatten this trunk by extending, and I'm going to prune it back to this shoot here, looking away now. Boom. I'm going to shorten those, and yeah, in fact I've got a wire scar there, so I'm actually going to take it back to that that particular piece. So there you have it. We'll come back and visit this and this in a month or so's time. It's the 18th of July and I'm getting a lot of growth on these branches up top. Not so much from this new leader down the bottom, but it is actually growing. It's well past the lip of the pot now. I no longer need to keep the old ball to stop it going back into the pot, which is what it was doing before, so that's something. I'll just keeping these top pieces trimmed, and then hopefully the tree will get the message that this is the bit that's not getting touched. It needs to grow. And what of the other one I showed you? Well, as you can see, it's putting out some nice little branches for me, so I have hope. I want to remove some of these branches that are hiding this elegant curve, but yeah, little seedling conifer there, but it's going to be good and not to keep that there. So yeah, there's progress. So it's the 22nd of October now, and I've been regularly trimming these branch pads just to try and encourage the growth into this downward shoot, which has put on maybe a couple of inches in length. That's about it. Sadly, obviously the result of constantly clipping back has meant that I haven't got so many berries this year. This tree quite often lights up like a Christmas tree with all the gorgeous red berries, but not this year. As I say, I've removed most of them, but the tree has remained healthy. Yes, definitely this little cutting is going to need a better pot next year. Maybe Father Christmas will bring me something, or maybe I'll have to do a bit of shopping, but either way, it's definitely this tree, yeah, very pot bound, so pot bound that I'm gonna probably have to cut the pot away, but that's okay. It won't hurt for the rest of this season and over winter, and I'll do that in the spring. I shall end the video here and just say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do all the usual YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, comment below, but most of all, please stay safe, everybody.